So I was born the third child in a span of 3 years. I had a dream some 25 or more years ago, and in the dream, my mother went to a closet and pulled down a basket from the top shelf. And when she looked inside of it, she discovered something that surprised her. I don't remember whether she had an emotional response of glee or dread, but she was surprised. When I told the dream to my spiritual director at the time, she listened intently, and then she asked, "Did your parents plan for you?" My response, I'm sure they didn't. To be young parents with 2 toddlers already within 2 years, I trust they didn't have plans to add another to the mix. But shazam, here I was in a basket. A third child to make room for in the house and in the heart. Though loneliness in the crowd of siblings, 3 more came after me, I will honestly say I never questioned whether I belonged. Deep down at the belly button level, I was one of the clan. Even knowing I was part of the family, it didn't mean I didn't escape those moments in childhood and young adulthood without struggling to feel secure in my place amongst the siblings, to be seen uniquely as Carmen, to get some undivided attention, to be valued. All those very human feelings that arise as we grow more into ourselves. It's amazing to me and informative to realize that despite an experience of unquestionable love and welcome, I still struggled to feel that I belonged. I often reflected on that dream, on that moment when my mother pulled down the basket in her closet and found something in it. I don't know what her process was between discovering of my existence and her acceptance, but I trust that her ability to welcome me, even if unexpected and unplanned for, along with the contrast of experiences of life, feeling excluded at times, or questioning whether I belonged, or whether anyone really cared whether I existed, all of it helped to lay the foundation for my desire and insistence to welcome people, to include people, to notice who is being excluded, and to do the work personally and collectively to be a place of welcome. If I were to name what spiritual technology or practice grounds me in my life to be a place of welcome and presence, I would simply say it is to keep breathing. When necessary, take deep breaths. To be still, to sit in quiet long enough to move beyond feelings of fear, to laugh a bit and throw caution to the wind, to do whatever I need to do to have the inner spaciousness and curiosity to welcome another. And something else I learned from my mother in the dream is the importance of being the one who notices one's arrival and welcomes them in, and simply says, "I'm so glad you've come." And there's something I learned from my mother in real time. She was here visiting me in San Francisco, and I asked her, "Did you plan on having so many children?" And she said, "I guess I never really thought about it. I've thought more in my life of what it would be not to have one of you than I did about having you. That has always stayed with me, for I know that we all belonged.